Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Are you there? I don't think you're there, man. Hello? 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 You know how this works?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah! Dude, where's my freaking Chipotle?
Sucker!
Unbelievable. Really. It's unreal.
I'm being a nice guy and not starting mine yet.
No, man, go ahead and eat it. Look at this, though. Check out this, like, virtual background stuff. Like, this hat totally screws it up.
Damn.
Like, their algorithm clearly did not account for a hat.
How does it...
An awesome hat, by the way, might I say. But watch this. Watch. Ready? Are you ready? So, like, I'm all like what's the word? Glitchy. Watch.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's fine.
Why does it pick up hands? How do you think it knows to pick out hands if they're like out here, away from your body? You know?
I don't know. I mean, it's really
like you think it would. It's like trying to pick up like a human form, I guess. So
yeah. I mean, obviously they feed these algorithms all sorts of machine learning stuff. I mean, that stuff's been around since like Xbox came up with their whole like what was that thing where they had that video camera, right? Like it had like you could set that video camera up on your TV. Remember Xbox? Like this is like way back in like 2009.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but
I forget. Xbox Connect, is that what it was called? Yeah, and like that was like nobody really. It was like, what the heck? How does this work? I mean, that was like 12 years ago. It seems like you forget that this technology has actually been around for that long. But
yeah,
but like yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean I know how it works, but clearly it's unable to pick up my awesome hat. Actually, I still don't even know if they've actually solved this, but I know for a long, long time there was always issues with like trying to account for different skin tones, and so like all the programmers would essentially the majority of them were white, and so they essentially tuned the algorithms to white skin. Damn. And like relative to ambient colors and stuff, and then like there was always these like issues with like, you know, especially darker skin, maybe like lighter brown was okay, but if it was like a darker brown, it just certain things like Apple Face ID, I don't think it didn't work early on. I'm pretty sure.
Not PC.
Oh no way, that's not PC. PC bro, PC principal. I don't know. I feel like I should probably not have my email address here, but whatever.
Watering Hole podcast.
How do I rename?
Is that is your background a standard one, or did you have to download it?
Excuse me. There's a third option.
It's a what option?
There's a third option too.
Oh wow. What?
I mean, besides downloading or standard. Oh, I took the photo myself, bro.
I was like, Ryan hasn't been to someplace that beautiful. Where is it?
Yeah, I haven't, man. That's Maui, bro.
Oh yeah, you were in Hawaii.
That's right. 2018, man. I took a nice little trip to Maui. I mean, it was freaking expensive. Holy cow. Like to go, I was already in Oahu for work, and to fly. So to fly there, to fly to Maui, and then back to Oahu, because I had to fly home to the States out of Oahu because it was for work travel. So like, because I had to go to Maui, and then I had to fly back to Oahu. So doing that, and I think I was there for 3 nights or maybe 4 nights. I played golf for a couple days. I drove around the island, hung out at the beach. So I had to get like a rental car, and then I drove up the mountain, the volcano. That's the small volcano right there. But there's like a other volcano that's like, I think it's like 10,000 feet in elevation at the peak. It took me like an hour to drive up it. I mean,
You didn't hike it?
I went there to watch the sunrise, and then I woke up at like 3 a.m, right? And I packed a bunch of food and snacks and water because you get dehydrated at that altitude and stuff.
Yep.
And rate your delivery canceled. What the? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Damn,
I mean, you got to. All right. Wait a minute.
Why would they flat out cancel it?
I don't know, but I'm calling Chipotle. This is live on YouTube.
You got to hold them accountable.
Unbelievable. What the? I don't even care about my volcano story anymore. Long story short, I woke up at 3 a.m. to drive an hour and a half up a stinking volcano before the sun rose, because I was told you could watch the sunrise on top of a volcano. But it turns out like a month before I got there, the national parks made a new rule that you have to register online in order to go watch the sunrise, and you have to do it a month in advance. So I'm up there calling my mom because I don't have no Wi-Fi service to register, and I didn't know that. I'm on the phone with my mom, and she's like, I'm like, hey, you got to check, Mom. I see I'm trying to get up here. The sun's about to come up. Hurry up. The sun's coming up. Like, whatever, man. I just parked on the side of the road and watched it.
Was it still cool to watch it from where you were?
I mean, I was already pretty much at the top. So, and there was a bunch of people who also had the same problem that were all parked on the side of the road. So we all just hung out with each other and got to know each other and watched the sunrise. So, all right, let me call these idiots at Chipotle. Unbelievable. And they have the balls to ask me to rate my delivery.
Yeah.
It's a 1 star. Can I give it 0? How did your delivery go with David? It did not go. What were the reasons?
It wasn't.
I only get 4 options. I can't type my own. Food was cold, missing or incorrect items. I guess missing items, missing everything. Late delivery. I mean, Jesus. Let's go with late.
Like multiple
options. How was the food from Chipotle? 1 star. Jeez. Submit. I mean, am I an asshole for doing that? I don't know.
No.
Let me call these guys. I mean, an hour and 45 minutes I'm waiting for my food.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, that's a first world problem, I know, but like, it's a coronavirus. We're in the middle of a pandemic. And now you totally feel like an asshole eating your burrito right there.
Yeah, I know. Seriously. Like 40 minutes ago, you'd start talking about Chipotle. I'm like, yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. All right, I'm going to put it on speakerphone.
Dude,
Thanks for calling Chipotle, Wilmington, Oleander. We sometimes listen to calls or record them.
they probably have like
Open for pickup and delivery.
a whole bunch of people calling.
Place pickup orders over the phone.
I'm sure they didn't just cancel yours.
Online at www.chipotle.com or through our mobile app. Are you calling to let us know you're here to pick up your order or to speak directly to a team member or manager? Please say yes or no.
Yes.
Stay on the line. I'm putting you through to the restaurant now.
Unbelievable.
Damn.
Call ended. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What? All right. Now I'm pissed. Now I'm getting this Chipotle. I don't care if I have to wait all goddamn night. I don't care. Unbelievable. Now it's, yeah. I was thinking while I was on the phone.
You have anything to hold you over?
No. I mean, I have food, but I have to cook it from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't have time to do that right now. That's why I was trying to order freaking Chipotle. like I have food. I don't have any snacks. I never have any snacks. Because if I have snacks, that's all I'm going to eat. And,
Yeah.
and so I force myself to, if I want to eat, I have to cook, which I normally do, but not right now because I am, oh no, wait a minute.
Oh God.
No, I'm just thinking I'm recording this. Yeah, no, okay. I was like, I didn't share my screen first. I don't need to share my screen. That's only if I'm doing a screen share. Duh. Okay, it's being recorded. I think. I hope we're gonna find out. Blibbity bloop bitty bitty bop. What was I doing? Oh, anyway, yeah. So I don't have time. I don't have time right now. Oh, when I called them and they were like, we just please be advised, we're recording your call. If somebody answered, I was thinking about saying, hey, I just want you to be advised that I'm also recording you.
There you go.
All right, let me call these idiots again. I mean, I'm sure they're swamped. I get it, right? But like, you don't just cancel my order.
Yeah.
And Oleander. We sometimes listen to calls or record them. We are currently open for pickup.
I'm recording you too.
I'm a virtual assistant that can place pickup orders over the phone, but delivery orders can only be placed online at www.chipotle.com or through our mobile app. Are you calling to let us know you're here to pick up your order or to speak directly to a team member or manager? Please say yes or no.
Yes.
Stay on the line. I'm putting you through to the restaurant now.
Yeah, we'll see.
Dude, you might as well place another order in the meantime.
Hi, Destiny. I called. I'm calling about an order that I placed an hour and 45 minutes ago, and it seems like it suddenly got canceled.
Was it placed through us, or was it through like DoorDash or something like that?
Yeah, so it was through DoorDash.
Okay, yeah. The only explanation I could come up with that, because we can't cancel anything on our end, so that must mean that your DoorDasher must have canceled it because. I mean, I don't know. We had 100 orders at once, so we had
I know.
people
Yeah.
gathered around and waiting.
Yeah.
But we had, he must have canceled it without letting you know because we have no access to that.
Okay. What? Okay.
I'm sorry. He might not. He probably didn't tell us either.
Yeah. So, I mean, is there any like recourse or like any way that if I like to still have my order made and
Well, what's the name for it?
it's under Ryan Miras?
Ryan M?
That's right.
Was it a chicken bowl?
Yes. And I mean, I would like to pick it up, but the problem is that I record a weekly video series and podcast, which I'm actually recording right now. And so I can't just get up and leave. And so that's sort of the big problem right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we have slowed down a lot. I actually see your order right in front of me. So it's kind of a shame that your DoorDasher never came to got it. Either that or they're really, really late.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
they canceled it, I'm sure you'll probably get a refund for it.
Yeah.
So you could probably
prefer
try ordering it again through DoorDash, and someone else could bring it to you.
Okay. And with that, but that's going to print off like a new ticket, right, on your end. So, I just want to make sure I don't go to the end of the line again.
Well, we slowed down a lot. Like right now I have one person in my parking lot, so. Okay.
Well, I'll go ahead and place another order and then I'll just work out the rest with DoorDash and see what I can get figured out.
And if it comes out that you didn't get the refund for the cancellation, then that would be through DoorDash. And I'll make sure to push your name through if I see it pop up again, okay?
Okay, thank you. You said your name was Destiny, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Destiny. I very much appreciate the help.
You're welcome, dear.
Okay,
Have a
bye.
good night.
Well,
David,
that's
I
such
got
a
his number too, man.
that's
Well,
such a
his
team.
DoorDash number. I'm gonna call that fucker, man.
I've got the order right in front of you.
What? This is ridiculous. Okay, hold on.
How far
Now
is
we're
the
calling David back. How can you just cancel? It's
David
not my
really
fault.
dropped. Yeah.
What?
Please try again in a little bit, and the new Dasher should soon be able to handle your questions.
Wait. Hold on. Let me call back. Listen to this. Listen to this. So this is the number that
We
I'm
are
told.
currently locating a new Dasher to fulfill your order. We sometimes do this to make sure your meal gets to you on time. Please try again in a little bit, and the new Dasher should soon be able to handle your questions.
Make sure your order gets here on time.
We sometimes do this to make sure your order gets here on time. So just to recap, it's 7:55 p.m. I placed my order at 6:05, an hour and 50 minutes ago. And in that amount of time, I mean, I could have, we're talking about almost 2 hours. Think about how far I could have driven. I could have flown from San Antonio to Nashville in that amount of time. I mean, think about that. I could have flown from San Antonio to Nashville. I could have driven from DC to Newark, Delaware. Almost. I'd almost be there. What?
Just to prove a point. That's ridiculous, man.
Okay, well, let me place a new order.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
That's
know.
what-
Tell me a story in the meantime, or
Yeah, I'd say place an order, maybe even send an angry email to DoorDash and try to get your money back.
if there's one thing I'm good at, it's sending angry emails
Yeah.
and posting passive
I was
aggressive.
really impressed how you held yourself talking to Destiny though. I mean, it wasn't her fault, and yeah, you
No.
were
I mean, also, don't be a dick to the people who prepare your food.
making food. Yeah.
I mean, that's rule number one. I worked in fast food. I get it, but let's see. Also, local restaurant. Oh, you have to buy from a local restaurant. I guess Chipotle is not a local restaurant to get free delivery. I mean, I know they're a national chain, but you know.
Yeah. Why did you order through the Chipotle app or no?
No, I ordered through DoorDash. Because also I thought I was going to get free delivery, but now that I read the fine print, you don't get free delivery if it's not a local restaurant. And again, local means obviously not a local, but restaurants that signed up for it. Whatever. Who cares, man? I'm just hungry. I'm freaking hungry. I literally have not eaten anything all day. Nothing. I haven't eaten. Unbelievable.
How would you put yourself through that?
Why or how or why?
Why?
I've been working all day. It's a long day's night, hard day life. What's that Beatles song? Been a long day night, and I've been working like a dog. Something like that. And I've been sleeping like a log. Okay, here's my Chipotle order. You guys want to hear my Chipotle order? Chicken, throw on that guac with that white rice and black beans. Top it off with some cheese. And you know what? Can we talk about why they call the freaking veggies fajitas? Okay, go to San Antonio, go to any Mexican restaurant in Texas, order fajitas. The next question is, what kind of meat do you want on them fajitas?
Yeah,
veggies are not fajitas. Whatever. Fresh tomato salsa. By the way, I'm only yelling because Bernie Sanders taught everybody that it's okay to yell. Healthcare is a human right. Not just a privilege for the top 1%.
Too soon, man.
Too soon.
Dude, the best thing about ordering Chipotle online is you can order like extra of a bunch of ingredients and not have to like stand there in line and be like, oh, can I get extra rice? And oh, can I get some extra cheese on that? And you know, I don't know. I was like,
You have to pay
feel
for it though.
uncomfortable, like asking. No, you don't. And
What?
then on the app, you can just
in
like,
the Chipotle app, you mean?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't have that option on the
You
door.
don't have to sound like a fat ass like in person and ask for all of the extra ingredients.
Oh, I got $10 in credits for that. They already applied it to my account, which means that they're not finding another Dasher. Also, that's just like
It's $10 in credits plus.
So does Chipotle get my $9.25?
Yeah.
I mean, because the whole thing costs like $18 because it's a delivery fee. And then there's a service fee. What the fuck is the service fee for? I have no idea. And then a tip, which I don't mind paying a tip, especially in these times. You know, that's not an issue. But
yeah.
All right, Destiny, I need you to come through with me on this one. I need you to come on through, Destiny. Push this order right to the front. I swear, if I get David as a Dasher again, dude, oh, man. I'm going to bring him on live. I'll be like, look, David, you got to come over here and explain yourself, dude, because we got millions of viewers, and they're all curious about what's going on with this.
Hashtag where's Ryan's food?
What?
Where's Ryan's food?
Hey, do you like how I told her? I was like, hey, you know, I can't come pick it up because I do this weekly podcast live stream thing.
And she was just like, yep, all right.
Like I'm some sort of like all-star badass in the community.
Yeah. I wanted her to be like, well, what's the name? That's cool. And she just like, I'm carrying on. Didn't even ask.
Hey, do you put a mask on when you go out? Or do you like cover your mouth?
Funny story about that. So I'm refinishing my floors and like painting right now. So I've just been like wearing a mask in general around the house. One of those like N95 like respirators with the like filters on the side and everything. And I went outside today to get a package and was where it like looked like kind of homeless, like wearing like raggy like sweatpants and sweatshirt and everything, and go outside to get a package. I had my goggles on, respirator, and I turned to the left and I see my neighbor with her kid. And she was probably just like, what the heck is he doing? Like I don't know.
Like running a meth lab or something?
Yeah, either that or she was probably like, is he really that paranoid that like,
oh yeah, like in his own home.
It's on like a respirator and everything.
Oh my god!
I just scurried inside. I was like,
Bobak used to. My former roommate used to put on ski goggles every time he cut onions, and like not only would he cut onions, he would sit on the couch with a grater, like that, you know, that looks like a cowbell. You know, the sort of like four-sided grater with a handle, a cheese grater. He would sit down with a giant a glass bowl and goggles on his face over his, and with a cheese grater. And he would just grate the onion into the bowl while sitting on the couch.
that's hilarious.
I got a picture of that somewhere, man. It's in like it's in the archives, but
and whenever
actually, it's on my
whenever you bring a Bob back, like I immediately start picturing his voice in my head.
So while I am waiting for my Dasher and Prancer and Comet and Vixen or whoever they are, then I'm going to pull that picture up. Hey, can you name all 9 reindeer?
Hell no.
What do you mean hell? Try. I mean, I don't think I could either.
Dasher, Comet.
I'm going to write them down. Hold on. To make sure that you get them all.
Honor.
Wait, which one? Say them all again. Start over.
Dasher, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Rudolph,
Well, okay, then that's 9, but yeah.
Prancer. Oh God, am I at 4?
I have a couple
5?
in my head. Blitzen?
Blitzen.
Blitzer?
Yeah, Blitzen.
Blitzen?
Yeah.
No, it's on Blitzer. I think it's Blitzer.
Blitzer? Blitzen.
Or maybe I'm watching too much CNN and I'm thinking of Wolf Blitzer. Maybe it's Blitzen.
Trying to go through the song. That's a good one.
On Donner and Dasher and
Comet.
Cupid and
Like
Comet and
Cupid.
Wolf Blitzer and we have 7. Cupid on Comet on Dasher and Danner, Dancer.
Dancer sounded right. I wanted to say it, but I wasn't sure.
And then there's Prancer. Look them up. Did we get them all? We got 8. We got
Okay.
Dasher, Dancer, Donner, Rudolph, Prancer, Cupid, Comet, Blitzer. Let's see. Look them up. See what we got. I'm gonna find this photo of Bobak, man. I mean, I'm telling you, it's stuff out of like you've never seen anything like this in your life kind of stuff here.
Do you know, is there any relationship between people who cry a lot, cutting onions, and like having strong emotions or being very emotional?
No,
Like,
because I don't cry. I mean, it takes like some like major onion cutting to like get a couple of tears from me. But dude, I cannot. I'm a waterfall, dude, for like certain stuff. On TV. Oh yeah, dude. Like if they show some sort of like sentimental video of like, or like telling some sort of sentimental story or some shit, dude. Oh, I'm a water park, man.
Huh.
I don't know. I can't help it. It just
I don't know if I've ever seen. I mean, me too, kind of. But I just want to. I want to picture you, and I don't know if I've ever seen it go down.
Well, maybe I'm a good hider of it.
Oak Island. I never saw you crying over that.
Dude, they're finding some stuff, man. Oh, I'm telling you, they're gonna find that treasure one season. They're gonna get it. Yeah, not this season. I think they're running out of time, but next season they're gonna get it, dude. They're getting closer. Dude, the ground beneath that island is freaking Swiss cheese, man. I mean, it's the number of holes they've drilled and exploratory boreholes. They've done seismic testing. I think they've installed now in the past 2 seasons probably 4,000 or 5,000 seismic like exploding little, like they just go like, I mean, they're super quiet, but they put them like a couple of feet into the ground in a very detailed grid. It takes like a week to set it all up. And then they wire them all up and they survey each of them in precisely, and they know the depth that they've gone in. And then they like set them off one at a time. And then they have also all these microphones installed all over the island. And so they listen. And like, I mean, it's a massive operation, these seismology, whatever. I mean, this is how you explore for, oil cavities and stuff, right? And so they've probably done like 5,000 seismic explosions. And I mean, they've discovered all sorts of stuff, but like, I mean, combine that with all the exploratory boreholes they've drilled, dude. And I'm telling you, man, it is like Swiss cheese on that island, man.
They hire some grad students, you were saying, right?
Yeah. I mean, they got, like I said, dude, they got like legit science involved in this kind of stuff. Like it's no longer them just like playing guessing games anymore. I mean, it's pretty interesting from the science perspective. Every now and then they still, they throw in these like stupid idiots that show up with these dumb theories. If you connect the third tree 10 feet in from the island, and 10 is a significant number in the Knights of the Templar, so you have to come 10 feet from the island. And then the third tree over that links up with this forms some weird triangle shape that also we found is super significant. Hold on. I'm still looking for this photo of Bobak cutting onions. No, wait a minute. It could be. No.
Let me know when you want to hear the reindeer.
Oh yeah, tell me. What do we get?
I don't even know which one we missed.
Well, I wrote them all down, so tell me all 9 of them.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen. Did you get
Ah,
Vixen?
we missed Vixen.
Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donder, and Blitzen.
Yeah, we got Donner. You got Donner.
No, Donder, Donder.
Ah, whatever. That's close enough. Yeah. Man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find this picture of Bobak, man. It's pretty funny though. Actually, I might have it on my other laptop. Yeah, let me check my other laptop.
Can you does your Android have I think Google Photos does this, like it identifies people's faces.
Oh, did I turn all that crap off, man? No way.
Yeah.
No way. I don't need all that stuff being tagged. I don't even really upload my photos to the cloud. I just manage that stuff myself, man.
Really?
Yeah, I just back it up on SD cards periodically. I don't know.
Lack of
I'm
trust.
just not a fan of that, dude. A lot can be done with ones and zeros, man. Pictures. It's gonna be in my all-time classics folder. It must be. If I document my photos correctly, it must be in the all-time classics folder. Hold on.
Have I made any all-time classics?
No, you're not in the all-time classics, man. You got to be in a classic in order to get into that folder.
Okay. I'm sure Andy's got a couple all-time classics.
Oh yeah, Andy does. Oh no, it's probably in my keepers. Let's see. I think I have a keepers folder too. Yeah, keepers. There we go.
Classics.
Keepers. Yeah, there it is. Oh my god.
Dude, what's keepers versus classics?
I don't know, man. Okay, like you're asking too many questions. Copy and okay, should be here.
Dasher and Dancer and Prancer. And
This is great, dude. This is great. Dander, Donder. Oh, dude, let me get a discount double check on my. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It says order received, but it still just shows like as if it's like still being created.
Why didn't you just order through the Chipotle app?
I don't know. You can get delivery through the Chipotle app. I didn't know that.
Yeah, for free.
I don't know, man. Because I didn't. That's why. Well, it's too late for that now. Anyway, I don't know, dude. This is just a funny saga now. Like, it's unbelievable. Where?
I mean, I mean, I don't know. Technology goes wrong sometimes, you know?
All right, here you go. Look at this, man. This is some good old classic. Are you ready for this, man? I don't think you're ready.
No, I haven't seen Bobak in years, so wait, how do I?
Oh my God. This is from November 2013. So this is 6.5 years ago. How do I, let's see here. Share screen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you sure?
No. Nah. Dude, he looks like he's like about to like do some crazy like money and drug or something.
He's sitting on the couch. That's meat in the bowl. That's ground beef. He's shredding onions. Oh my God, with a cheese grater. Into the bowl with ground beef with ski goggles on. And it's like they're like tinted. Oh my God.
That's pretty Bobak.
This is what happens. I lived with this man for 3 years.
I want to say it's creative though.
I mean, you got to give it to him. The guy's got unique ways of doing stuff. I can tell you that. But I love that the Texas koozie in the background. I still have that koozie and that blanket.
I know. I was about to say, after being your roommate for a little bit, I recognized, and that table. And
oh yeah, dude! Look, I still have that table. That table is still. How do I do this?
Are we gonna get a tour of your room?
Stop share. Virtual background. None. Ah! Nothing to see. Yeah, man. Still got that table. Yeah. Still got it. Still got the table. Still got that blanket. Still have that koozie. I got a nice. I got a cooler camo koozie though. Got that Bucky's beaver on it, man. Oh yeah.
So when do you think's the last time you've had to get like new furniture? I feel like you've moved a whole bunch the past like 5-6 years. Do you just take everything? Have you just been taking the same furniture with you everywhere?
Pretty much. I mean, I've only gotten rid of a few things, but pretty much all through undergrad and grad school, which was 10 years in total. Sorry, I was looking at my Chipotle order. Still no new updates. All my roommates had all the like living room furniture and tables and chairs, kitchen and living room stuff. So I never had a couch or anything until I moved into my house in New Orleans a couple of years ago. It was the first time that I actually had.
Whose couch did we have in New York? Andy's?
Yeah, those were Andy's couches. And before that, I had Tobias's couches. And then when Andy moved out, he took his couches with him. And and then I moved to Wilmington like a week later.
Yeah.
So I just sat in my office chair that I'm sitting in now in my living room. Like my TV stand, I've had that. I got that in 2008 at Walmart for like $100, and I brought that everywhere with me since then.
You got a nice desk too.
Yeah, I saw that same desk. Got that when I first got to Delaware in 2011. But yeah, like end tables for my couch, and I have a couple of recliners, and my kitchen table, like all that stuff is new since a couple of years ago when I was living in New Orleans and I went home to buy my truck. And then my mom had a bunch of old furniture she didn't want, so I brought that back with me. And then I went home for Christmas last year. I guess 2018. I drove home for Christmas and picked up more stuff. My neighbor had moved out and downsized, so he's like just gave away his couch and stuff. So my mom picked it up, and so I went and grabbed that and drove it back home too. So yeah, man, I don't know if I got the philosophy, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm just kidding because I just moved myself, and it's been such a pain in the neck trying to get all new furniture and everything. And
wait, you left your furniture in the previous place?
Huh?
What do you mean get new furniture? Lost you. Can't hear you.
Oh, I sold some, and it was partially furnished itself, so I just left a lot of it there. I don't know. It just got me thinking. I wonder what's more efficient to, like, when you're moving, try to like post some pictures, sell your old furniture, and then have new stuff shipped to wherever you're moving to? Like, what's less of a what's more convenient to do? Like, to just kind of sell some of the old stuff instead of having to like get a moving truck, get a friend, pack it all up, bring it over, unpack it, bring it in, you know?
Well, I think it's about like it partly has to do with the cost, but also has to do with the time, right? Like time is money. But like obviously if it's like total crap furniture and like you just got a new nice job and you're making way more money, you might just be fine just selling it and then just ordering furniture and then have the company deliver it to your front door.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you I mean, I would say I'm doing just fine with my job, right? As far as money goes, but like it works for me. So I don't want to have to put in that time to go find new furniture. So for me, the cost of moving it up here and driving a moving truck up here with all my furniture and everything, it costs like $1,000, I think, right? To like pay for the moving truck and all that stuff. But, and then I had to have my mom come. So she drove my truck behind me, my actual truck.
Yeah.
But as soon as I got here, like time was of the essence, right? Like I was writing that massive $1 million proposal. So I didn't have time to go find a bunch of new furniture. So for me right now, it works.
Online shopping, a lot of that furniture you could have just picked out online. And
oh, dude, I hate that. I hate that so much. I tried looking for even just, I do need a new couch because the couch I have now, it's like a 2-seater. Because my place in New Orleans was kind of small, so that was all that fit in there. And then I have like 2 recliners too. But I really miss having something that I can just kick back and like lay down on, like all the way flat and like take a nap. I haven't taken a nap on a couch in like 3 years. And I love that, man. I slept on a couch in undergrad for an entire semester. Like that was my bedroom. I just made the choice. I had a room. I just didn't, I had 2 beds in my room actually. I don't know why I had 2 mattresses, but you get weird shit as an undergrad. But yeah, dude, I slept on the couch in the living room. That was my room. I don't know why. My back hurt like a mother, you know, but.
You just fall asleep watching TV or something?
No, I know. I loved the couch, like the wall, like the back, you know, like being able to just like roll up again. I don't know, dude. Like, I like sleeping on couches, man. I love it. I love just like going up and getting swallowed up by the couch, I guess. I don't know. But
and so the only thing holding you up from doing it now is you don't want to look for one online. You want to go to the store and lie down and give it a test run.
No, it's not even about the test run, dude. It's just literally I hate shopping for fashion stuff. Whether it's clothes or something that's going to be a piece in the house or what, like, I don't know how to search for that stuff, man. You know, I will spend 3 hours searching for the proper wire gauge wire with the proper thickness of insulation and stranded wire. I love that stuff, man. But like, that's function, not fashion. And I don't know how to filter out all these different frou-frou couches and, you know, whatever the hell. And I don't know, man. So I created a Google sheet and shared it with my mom. And I told my mom, I said, you had a $3,000 budget, find items that for all these things and just send me the links. But even that like was like too much for me, man. Cause she was sending me all these links all the time. And I was just like, Mom, this is too much. Like, and they were all awful. Like, I don't know, man.
Are you on any dating apps right now? You could put that in your profile. Need help.
Dude, you know what, man? You know, I would love for somebody legit, dude, to come in. Like, I would bond on that kind of thing, dude. I would love for somebody just to come in and be like, you know what, dude, your house is awful. Like, the setup is terrible. There's no feng shui. As long as they don't touch my sound system and my TV on my wall and all that stuff, have at it, man. Well, I mean, I gotta approve it, but like, I'm not gonna modern furniture. No, forget that crap. No. But I mean, I don't need like one of those big leather lazy boys with the cup holder in it and stuff. I don't need that, but like, I don't want a modern piece of furniture either. I don't know, dude. It's just like one of those things. It's like way too much stress to even like think about like all the options and like look through. So I just don't do it. I just don't do it, man.
Time is money.
Yeah. Do you want to see my spreadsheet? Do you want to see what items? I haven't even looked at it. I don't even
I
know.
feel like it's gonna give me anxiety.
Let's see. It's been forever since I even looked at it. I think it's like bed sheets is one of the items. Let's see. Yeah, it was very dangerous. As soon as I taught my mom how Google Sheets works and she could edit stuff like whenever she wanted to, she'd start editing it all the time. My drive and Ryan's Furnishings. Here we go.
Is this a recent endeavor?
No, like I started making this when I moved in December when I moved to this place. Is when I started creating the spreadsheet. As I was like unpacking and like, you know, notice like a lot of the things that were like missing from my house and my setup, things that I would like to have. Because I've always just like kept things that are functional because they just work. Because like, I don't know, I was always moving and now I'm finally set in stone. So I thought, you know what? I need to start getting real stuff. Ryan's Furnishings, this one, and share. There we go. So yeah, see, look, last edit was on December 25th. And then after that, I moved here like December 16th. After that is my proposal was due in early January, and what else? Oh, of course, yeah. My proposal was due. I started a new job as a professor. I had to, you know, prepare lectures, prepare a new class, like get situated in a new university. I mean, it was just overwhelming, so I just quit. And then I was actually about to start buying stuff again last month, and then this freaking virus hit. And then I was like freaking out, and I was like, well, I shouldn't be spending any money right now, you know? Who knows if this would be a major recession. So sectional sofa, that's number one. Patio table, chairs. I mean, I don't have anything for my backyard. I have chairs. I don't have a patio table, you know, for like guests or gatherings. Like I have the fold out plastic tables, like for like church picnic tables and stuff. An area rug. I mean, people tell me that like rugs, you need rugs. I don't know. I sound like Trump. People tell me. A real bedside stand. Because I have a bedside stand, but it's
is it that table
stand that I bought in high school. I bought it when I was like 15. I think I've had that for half of my life. You remember it, right? The black one?
Yeah.
A lamp for my bedside stand. Other lamps. People tell me I need lamps. I don't know. A new entertainment center. Again, I bought that 12 years ago. I like this. I feel like I'm sophisticated here, right? A large accent piece. What the fuck was that? What was I thinking? Here's my practical side. There we go. A wide range of storage bins and containers. Oh, I love some good storage bins and labels. I love it. A couple of small accent pieces. Like, look, this is an accent piece. You see this? A shell. It's an accent piece. It's a small accent piece. And a small front porch table. That's just to set stuff on. Like that's a practical thing, right? Like set something down on it as I like open the door and my keys.
Are you in a house right now or apartment?
House. Oh, dude, I got it. I got a whole homestead, man.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. I got a big old backyard, a big back deck, a big patio deck in the backyard. I got trees all behind me, you know, like big, nice privacy. Got a big front yard. I got a garage. Oh, dude, I'm living a good life, man.
How close to the beach?
Well, I'm 3 miles from a beach, but in order to get like 3 miles as the crow flies, but in order to drive and all that, it's about 10, 15 minutes to the nearest beach is probably about 10 minutes. But, you know, I mean, I'm 3 miles normal direction. If you drew a normal vector from the shoreline, I'm 3 miles away.
Okay.
But I'm less than that. I'm like a mile and a half to the intercoastal waterways. And then there's the barrier island. So yeah, and marshes and stuff. But I'm super close, man. Anyway, big wall accent piece. Oh, I got that. Done. Can I mark it done? How do I do that? Let's see here. Let's fill with green. I got that one. Yeah. My mom bought it for me for Christmas. Eventually a real kitchen table and chairs. Yeah, do you know what my kitchen chairs are right now?
Yeah.
They're the metal look, this is one of my it's over here.
Is it a folding? Please don't be a folding chair.
Oh, dude, it totally is.
Oh God.
It's one of these, man. I have 4 of these, 2 black ones, 2 black ones, and 2 tan ones. They don't even match color. My kitchen table is green
anymore, man. You're
I
not
have 2 black chairs, 2 tan chairs, and a green kitchen table.
I hate shopping too, but I kind of want to throw some links up there just to like help you get the ball rolling.
Throw some what?
There's some like links to
some links. I don't know, man. Yeah. All right, let's get a Chipotle check, dude. Yeah, look, this is never gonna come. This is never gonna arrive. All right, now let's get DoorDash on the phone. Help. Where is my order? We're currently looking for a Dasher. Maybe there's like nobody working for DoorDash right now.
I bet they're just overwhelmed. Although it's 8:30, I mean, dude, just get the Chipotle app. Just order it from the Chipotle app.
I just hate having another app that has my damn information. Like I try to minimize it. At least just have like, all right, here, I got an email at 8:00. Order confirmation again. So 30 minutes ago. Let's see if there's a phone number I can call. I mean, because the problem is it hasn't even been assigned a Dasher yet, dude. This is ridiculous, man. This is really a shame. Yo, can you order it for me through your app so I don't have to download it?
My Chipotle.
Or is it location based?
What's your address?
Ah, man, I'm not gonna say my address over the airwaves. God dang it. Here. I'm gonna text you.
Okay.
I mean, how stupid would I be if I'm sitting here like concerned about privacy with Google Photos and like uploading pictures to the cloud? I already gave away my email address. And then I'm like complaining because I don't want
438 Washington Ave, Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, exactly. Whoever lives there, we're very sorry for the millions of prank. What's it called? Swatting? Is that what it's called when like people call the SWAT team? Have you heard about that stuff?
There's one part of that address that was right. The state.
Oh,
I'll give it to him.
yeah.
I'll give him that. If you're hunting Ryan, you at least know what state he's in.
Man, do you know do you know what I want? I told you earlier my entire order. Do you remember it? Let's see how good of a friend you are. I definitely did not expect to go through a saga of ordering Chipotle tonight.
You
2.5 hours ago. I ordered 2.5 hours ago. What, you know what you can do in 2.5 hours? You can get a coronavirus test in 2.5 hours.
I thought it takes a couple days now.
I don't know, man. I think some people haven't even gotten their results back yet still. But unbelievable. Man, this is ridiculous.
Oh, they can deliver to you.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What if like 3 bowls show up to my house? Like, I'm so hungry, I'll eat all of
You
it.
need to put your phone number in too. What's your phone number? I'm just kidding.
Oh, really?
I can look it up.
Well, I mean, I can text it to you, but do you need it?
Yeah.
Yo, so in undergrad, I never really wanted a job. Like, well, okay. I never really wanted a job. I sound super entitled.
Yeah, academic.
Screw you guys. Whoever's listening, probably nobody. But okay, look, I got my first job when I was 14. I worked at a golf course. Also sounds super entitled. I need to work on my delivery here. I was the guy who drove the thing that picked up the golf balls. And no, it wasn't one of them fancy ones like at that fancy golf courses. This golf course was built on a rock quarry, first of all. Why you build a golf course on a former rock quarry, I have no idea. And it was homemade, the whole thing, the whole cage, the engine that drove it. It was, I think it was an old lawnmower that they converted, an old riding lawnmower they converted into a golf cart picker. And they just put like metal mesh like frame around it. And like you had to literally, this is how you started it. You literally had to start it by pulling the string. And I drove that thing around. It died one time in the middle of the driving range. And of course, I mean, this is before the cell phones existed. I was 14, so that was back in like 2003.
Dating yourself.
Yeah, there was no cell phones back then. And so I couldn't just like call somebody and be like, call the office and be like, hey, can somebody go tell all the people to stop hitting golf balls? And so I'm sitting in the middle of the driving range like, hey, stop hitting golf balls. My thing died. What do you think I just parked here just because I thought it was a good place to eat lunch?
Dude, if that was now, you'd be on so many like TikToks and Snap stories and
Snap-a-doodles and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so man, I got out and like people were hitting balls. And I'm like, stop hitting balls. I'm like,
I probably would have.
So like, yeah, man, screw you guys. I'm not entitled. Okay. That was my job when I was 14. Okay. You know, I wanted to make money.
We're taking a little intermission break.
Wait, hold on. Before that, I got to remember why I even started telling that story in the first place.
Good.
Chicken. Jobs.
White rice, brown rice.
White rice, chicken, white rice, black beans, fajitas, which are also known as veggies. You got to add that on or whatever. Give me extra. Give me all the extra stuff you get for free.
Yeah, I will. You can have 3 extras. Three things with extra, not meat and not guac.
You got that guac on there, right? Get that extra veggies, dude. That's the veggies are good stuff. Can you get extra veggies?
Yep.
Nice. Extra veggies. Get me some of that extra sour cream. They're saying that these days. You'd be like, oh my God, that's so extra. I think that's what they're saying. I don't know.
Yeah. Pretty extra.
Extra hot. So I want 3. Don't get that corn salsa. That stuff's BS. Total crap. Get the other 3 salsas though.
Okay.
I think they call them the wrong thing. They call pico de gallo. They call it fresh salsa, I think, or something like that.
Fresh tomato salsa. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pico de gallo, by the way, people. And then the green one and the hot one, and get extra of the hot one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then cheese and sour cream. That's what I'm talking about. What?
Lettuce?
Oh, no way, dude. Don't be throwing that freaking rabbit food on my stuff. Man, that stuff's for rabbits and horses.
Mm.
You know? Not for me, man.
Who's this meal for?
Oh, give me a cool name, dude. Like Jimmy. I don't know. Jim Bob.
Dasher.
The Forlorn Hungry Man. Man, why did I tell that story about the golf when I said
Something about jobs.
oh yeah, when I was an undergrad, because you asked me for my number. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So when I was an undergrad, and I would go to the career fairs and the job fairs and stuff. Like I wasn't actually looking for a job because I knew I wanted to go to grad school. But
Sorry, last thing. Minimum order for delivery is $10.
God, just throw some queso on there. Unbelievable. And hey, did you pick the one at Oleander? Which Chipotle? There's 2 Chipotles.
I don't know. I'm sure they'll pick whichever the closest one is.
Oh, okay. I don't know how that stuff works, man. I'm not that extra.
Queso.
Can we do a whole series on like misuse of like teen slang?
Oh boy.
like improperly using teen slang?
Teen slang. Oh.
Yeah. It'd be like
what are the right ones to be talking to people about?
Like right now, you know, like I was just like, I don't know how that stuff works, man. I'm not that extra. I'm pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to use it, but maybe it is. I don't know.
All right, delivery. I wonder if what's her name?
Destiny.
Destiny.
Dude, you gotta hurry up, man. This place closes at 10.
You think she's your meal for you?
We only got an hour and 19 minutes left.
Yeah, use your name so that she knows. Like,
yeah, you should put Ryan M.
Okay.
You should call it Ryan M. parentheses 3rd attempt. Oh my God. This is ridiculous. 2 hours and 41 minutes. We only have an hour and 19 minutes until they close. So it's going to be cutting it close.
Ryan, 3rd attempt.
Oh, you did it? Nice. Yes. I love it. Golly, man, this sucks. I'm so hungry. Anyway. Yeah, so like I was saying, I would go to the career fairs and the job fairs and stuff, not because I wanted a job, because I knew I wanted to go to grad school.
Estimated arrival 9:09.
Ooh, that's a good like. They used to make mixing boards and stuff, like. Like these kind of mixing boards. Hey, can you see? Hey!
Yeah.
They used to make those. But there was one called the 808. And there was one called the 909. You probably heard of 808. That was like a hip hop one. It had a bunch of like preloaded like hip hop stuff. I think. I'm telling you wrong, but yeah, 808.
Oh,
and then the like more trancey like house like techno one.
Yeah,
that was a 909. Hey, can I finish my story about not going to career fairs? I've said it like 6 times now.
I got one about DJ mixing boards though. I kind of want to talk about.
Okay, well, then, let me tell my.
It has to do with field work too.
Look, okay, I've already tried to order Chipotle 6 times. Don't make me try to tell a story 6 times and not finish, please.
Fair enough.
Anyway, look, man, it doesn't even matter. It's a stupid story, right? But I think it's kind of funny. So it's a well-known secret that I did pretty well in my graduating class at Texas A&M. And
not to toot your own or anything.
Right. It's a just a little known fact that you know, I don't even know what that word means. Valedictorian or like what? Voldemort. I don't even know what it means, but they told me that's what I was. And I would go to all these career fairs, and I mean they were massive, right? Texas A&M, huge engineering school. So like all the big engineering firms would come once or twice a year, right? They would do it in the basketball arena, and I would bring a booklet of resumes, right? Just to pass them out, just to give them to companies, just to practice. Maybe I'll get an interview, and I mean, it was just sort of to get experience interacting with these companies and all that kind of stuff. But I already knew I was going to grad school. But I was still interested in summer internships early on in undergrad, right? But really, I was just there for all the free engineering paper and all the other free swag and everything else that all the other people go to get. At any rate, I never once got a call back from any company, never. And it pissed me off, man. It got to me at some point because I was like, what are these idiots who are making like a 70 on every exam, and I'm over here killing it, and these idiots are getting friggin' jobs at like Exxon and Chevron and all this stuff, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I mean, just look at my resume. And so then I did look at my resume, and my phone number was wrong. And I didn't notice until I was in grad school when I went to go modify my resume to start making a CV. And I just looked at the top, and my area code was supposed to be San Antonio 210, and it was 201. Great. Yeah. So that's why I never got a call back for any, at least that's what I'm saying. Maybe they actually still never did call me, but
yeah.
I never know.
I mean, you think they would have realized like that the area code was off if they're used to typing in 201 and it's 210.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Just not to make excuses.
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
So what's your story about?
Hey, well, you got a job now, and it's a pretty good one, I'd say.
Yeah, trust me, man. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't looking for a job anyway. Yeah. I just thought it was kind of funny that like I was pissed. I was quite angry because it didn't make any sense to me. I was like, why are these idiots? Like, I'm like, I know what these idiots do. They cheat on everything. They copy every homework. They have the collection of all the former exams. I mean, I would look at the former exams and stuff too, but only to like, after I did the problem and solved it and check my answer. I mean, these guys were just like, they were idiots. Anyway, it just bugged the hell out of me to like watch those guys get job after job. And I'm like, I'm not even getting called, let alone get hired. Yeah. I mean, I should at least get a phone call for my resume. Whatever. Now I know why. And that was also back before like email really wasn't like a popular form of communication. So whatever. I mean, it was popular, but like it wasn't a given that like everyone had a, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. What were you going to say about something else?
Well, I sent you a video first. I don't know do you have WhatsApp pulled up on your computer?
Yes. Oh my God.
So I was on a field study recently where we were doing we had an ADCP, and we were just running transect through a full tidal cycle on like 4 days, just going back and forth about every hour, just putting along really slowly, trying to measure velocities crossing a couple different transects in this like massive inlet down in Florida. And anyway, our boat captain was kind of a quirky dude, and just a blast to talk to. Because, I mean, we were on this boat for 12 hours a day for the whole week. And so you needed a character to, like, kind of keep things going along and keep things interesting. And he was telling all these crazy stories about in a past life, how he was a breakbeat DJ in Florida. I guess that's an old style of, like, techno.
Yeah. Nah, not really. No, it's breakbeat. Yeah, it's not really
not really.
It's a lot of like drum, quick tempo changes and like drum changes and like stuff like that.
anyway, he kept saying like, yeah, I used to DJ with like all these guys who I guess were like kind of famous. I looked them up later, and they were actually like pretty well known. And he, I told him I was interested in like trying to mix one day, and he was like, "Oh, I got some old boards I can send you, and some vinyl. Like you remember how I used to always order vinyl to the place and love that stuff." He was gonna send me a mixing board and vinyl, and I thought he forgot about it because he wasn't reaching out to me or anything. And randomly, I get a message like a couple months ago saying, "Hey, do you have an address I could send that?" I think it was like an old Pioneer board, like a pretty nice drum synth thing. And I never ended up getting it. I might reach out to him again, but it just when you brought that up, it made me think about it. It
Dude,
was just
follow up on that, man.
this thing, like a survey guy who is also a DJ.
Dude, follow up on that. Hey, look, I have the video. Let me share screen, share computer sound.
See if this works.
Wait, there's one thing that I need to do first, which is to unmute. And oops.
There we go.
Who was playing? Whose music choice was that? Was it his selection?
It is. Yeah. Do you remember my coworker Sean? He was on board too.
No, I
We
don't.
met him at a conference one time.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I remember him. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
You can see it? Okay. Here it is.
Don't be too shy. Don't be too fly. Yeah. Let me see you moving. Let me see you moving. All the fellas get those ladies on the floor, make them shake it. Let me see you
The dance party on the GBA, but I think it's about to do it. The GBA dance party.
GBA was their surveying company. He was just, man, he was the best.
Dance party, boys.
Yeah, we were just putting along at like a couple knots, just going back and forth across this inlet. And he had so many stories, a lot of them not safe for work, but yeah, that was one of the coolest. I mean, we had some great field studies with Jack, but like being with that dude all day was just so entertaining.
I'm looking for this video.
Smart guy too.
Oh, here we go. Is this going to play? I hope so, somehow. That it's on some server somewhere. Yes. So this is after I had no clue she was filming me. We did this cruise last summer off the coast of Ocean City. And there was a graduate student from Arizona State that was visiting. She was a visiting student for the summer.
Okay.
And I think she was about to leave back home to Arizona, like a couple days after the cruise came back into port and retrieved all the equipment. So we had to offload all the data and process all the data and get it onto a hard drive for her before she left, because there's so much data that like the only other way would be to like send a hard drive in the mail. And so we spent all weekend on a Saturday and a Sunday with 4 computers all spread out, like with like another computer on my TV screen, like showing like an Excel spreadsheet of all the different data sets and instruments and, raw data, processed and put in this folder and blah, 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 binary to ASCII. And like, we were just filling out the spreadsheet like a madhouse. And so I'm just over there. She's like secretly filming me because like I just threw on some trance music while we were processing all this data. And so this is me just being secretly paparazzi filmed during some data offload. Let's see here. It's really not that exciting, but it reminded me of this moment. no idea. But can we appreciate the pen twist right before my arm goes in the air? Watch this. Check this. Look at this. This is like skills. Ready? Oh, look at that. Boom! Damn. Look at that, man.
Almost like he knew the
Spin
drop.
and go. Yeah, dude, those are good days, man. Those were good days. All right. Let's see.
When's the next time you're going to be able to do some field work?
As soon as this virus is gone, dude, I got all sorts of field work planned.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm just waiting for this thing to go away. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you about the SD card. That's a good transition. I was actually going to go to the field probably this week. I was going to go at some point because that LiDAR system that I'm putting together was basically ready for field tests. So I've been scanning a lot of stuff in my house, and that's like nice reflectivity, but sand might be way more noisy and I don't know, and wet sand versus dry sand. So I was just going to go to the beach and just like, just take some scans real quick and then come home. But
It's battery powered?
Yeah. And solar power too. So, during the day, the battery gets recharged from solar power. But it can last about 2 days of continuous logging, without solar power. So like if it's cloudy for a couple of days, it should still be able to last. I forget what, it was Sunday or Saturday night. I finally got tired of like logging data because it's all on a Raspberry Pi, right? And then having to put in a USB stick, copy the data onto that, bring it over to my other laptop, plot it up in MATLAB. I got really tired of doing test runs and always having to move it over. So I started looking into, okay, how can I SFTP or SSH directly into the Pi? Set that up, no problem. Then I set up a virtual desktop so I could just access the Raspberry Pi virtually from my laptop. So I could access the file system. I could do virtual remote desktop into the Pi, no problem. So this was great, right? So now I can just go directly between the systems and I can view it live and all that stuff, right? So then I said, all right, well, to save battery in the future, if I'm going to like deploy it for a field trial, I'm going to disable Bluetooth. A, so that nobody could Bluetooth into it that I don't know about. And B, I don't need Bluetooth keyboard anymore. I could just virtual log into it. And I could like virtually go into it from my phone too, which was really cool. That was Saturday night. And the stupid LiDAR thing, as soon as you turn it on, and as soon as it gets power, the LiDAR starts spinning, even if it's not logging data. And it's drawing up the motor, drawing a bunch of power. So I was like, all right, I wrote a script on startup, because when I'm out in the field, I'm going to hit the power button. It's going to start up and boot up into the operating system. Yep. And then I wrote a script that on startup, it runs the script, which disables the USB ports.
Okay.
And then another script that when I send the command to start logging data, it first enables the USB ports to power the motor for the LiDAR to start spinning, and then starts logging data. When the data logging stops, it disables the USB ports again. So I'm saving power, right? It's a clever move, but maybe you can kind of see where this is going. So the USB ports are disabled. Bluetooth is disabled. And I spent all day on Sunday trying to access it virtually, remotely. Couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. I mean, I had no, I tried SFTP, SSH, virtual remote desktop. It kept telling me my password was wrong. My username was wrong. It was a default password and username. Pi is the username and Raspberry is the password. I'm not afraid to say that because it's dead now and it doesn't work anymore anyway. So yeah, I couldn't, and the shitty thing is, I could plug in an HDMI into the Raspberry Pi. I could see it. on a monitor. I could see the screen, but there was nothing I could do. No USB mouse or keyboard would work because the USB ports are disabled.
Damn.
And I couldn't use my Bluetooth keyboard or mouse because Bluetooth was disabled. And the only way to undisable it is to use a mouse and click the
So now it's,
keyboard and type it.
oh man, now it's just inaccessible.
No. So then I figured out a way to like, well, there was no way to access it. I could see it right in front of me, but the mistake was writing it's called a daemon, writing a daemon script to run at startup to disable the USB ports. As opposed, because then I couldn't interject and say, stop booting up, let me take control for a second. And then I could go boot to the command line and I could enable USB ports or whatever, Bluetooth that way. What I should have done was have it disable the USB ports after boot up and after it like ran through all of the boot up and all that stuff, then run the disable script. That was the problem. So the only way now was for me I took that SD card and I mounted it in my Windows file system. Then I went in and I found a file and I had to add something to this boot up file, put it back in my Pi, boot it up, and then it allowed me to boot up into a safe mode recovery command line interface. And then I was able to execute a command and I could access a file system. So it bypassed the disable USB thing, right? So now I have keyboard access. I disabled the disable script. So, and then I put the SD card back in my Windows. I changed the settings back to the way they need to be to boot up to the normal operating system, put that back into that Raspberry Pi.
Voila.
Nothing, gone. Everything was gone. Gone. It was as if there was no SD card inserted. Like when you power it up with no SD card, like nothing happens. And that's what it was. And so then I went through this was a whole day, all day Sunday. This is all I did. And yeah, I was never able to recover it. It's gone. Like it doesn't show up in disk management. It doesn't show up in my computer. It doesn't show up anywhere as any partitions, nothing at all. It's as if nothing is plugged in. And I had tried multiple card adapters, multiple USB to SD card readers. I tried multiple Raspberry Pis. I tried functional SD cards to confirm that that it's not like the Raspberry Pi's problem or whatever. I tried everything, man. Gone. Everything's gone. I've started completely over. Yeah.
Coding gone wrong.
There's a lesson for you. So now what I'm doing is now I am putting in a lot of effort now. I'm a little behind now, right? Because, well, obviously I'm behind, but ideally I could just like, before I forget the codes that I wrote, right? Like I should just start writing them again.
Yeah.
But I'm putting in time now to set up, I think it's called SVN. I talked to a former colleague at the Naval Research Lab and he helped me. He wrote, thank God, man, what a good guy. He wrote me a whole, on his own time. Let me show you this, man. Really cool guy. Like I texted him, I said, hey, you told me about this Raspberry Pi setup you have where you have a central Raspberry Pi and then you do your development on your own machine and then you push that code to the central Pi and then that code gets backed up on that Pi before going to your operational Pi. And he told me about this whole setup he has. And I said, hey, can you is there a tutorial somewhere where I can figure out how to do that? And then 2 hours later, he emails me back with, he says, hey, thanks for, I'm not reading it, but it was something like, thanks for actually getting me motivated to actually document this. I've been meaning to do this for a while. And he sends me this document. Like, awesome, man. Like he literally created this after I sent him that email. And so, yeah, here you have your Raspberry Pi Zero, and this is your sort of your server, which does the version controlling.
Yeah.
You have your Wi-Fi router as the access point. And then this is the Mission Pi, the target Raspberry Pi. So like my LiDAR, the one that's running my LiDAR. And then since I'm going to have multiple LiDARs, then all I will need to do is every new LiDAR that I build, I'll just need to set it up to contact my subversion Raspberry Pi. And this Pi will send everything to the new each, because I'm going to scale up, right? So this is going to allow me to scale up.
Yeah.
But also keep a full backup of all the versions of all the codes I write.
Yep.
And then on my Windows machine is where through PuTTY and Notepad++, this is where I'll do all the development. So I'll do the code dev on the Windows PC. I'll flash it over or through the Wi-Fi router over to the SVN Pi. And then anytime I want, I can just get on this Pi and call the SVN Pi and
access it. Yeah.
So it's going to take a little bit of time to get it set up. I'm going to start working on it later tonight. But then he sent me that. Then there's this, he did this in like 2 hours, like this whole setup of like all the details from like start to finish. Here's like a map, a roadmap of like the workflow to like actually perform like this, writing the code, then send it to that Pi and this Pi. Like, I mean, dude, this guy I love this guy, man. I mean, I didn't even ask for this.
I could have pictured you putting that together.
Yeah, I mean, true, right? So like, here's an example Go script.
Yeah.
Here's some command line notes. Man, I mean, hell yeah. He just did this for me, man. Like out of the blue. So, which is really cool because it's going to be it's a good example for my students this summer if I get funded. I just heard a door close. Yeah! Chipotle!
I was about to say, I just got a notification.
I'll be right back.
I'm a nice friend, aren't I? Now I'm kind of jealous. I know I already had my Chipotle, but I'm hungry again. I might order some for myself. Little does Ryan know, I ordered him a veggie burrito. There's no chicken. I think he might cry.
Screw it, man. I'm not even going to wash my hands. I'll risk getting corona for this, man.
Hey.
Oh, my God. What is it? 9:07. 3 hours.
3
I
hours.
wasn't lying. I told that guy when he dropped it off, I said, dude, thank you so much. I've been waiting 3 hours for this. I thought I was exaggerating. Nope. 6:05. I placed my first order. 9:07. Hey, 2 hours early. Said 2 minutes early. Said 9:09. I'm gonna give you a big old middle finger to DoorDash. Man, I am.
You're gonna get the Chipotle app?
No, probably not. But dude, I'm not using DoorDash anymore. Screw that. DoorDash did not sponsor this video. Screw you guys. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Negatively sponsored.
So do I need to cancel this order? No, I'm not gonna cancel it. I mean, look. Oh.
Are you still gonna get your $10 credit?
Oh, that's why there's 2 bags.
What?
DoorDash delivered at 8:29.
And just left it there?
I don't know. I guess I never heard a doorbell.
So now you got.
There's 2 because I had 2 bags. Oh my God! Remember, like an hour ago, and I was like, "How funny would it be if 3 bags show up on my front porch?" All right, which one? Hold on. Let's see if I can find receipt. Let's let's see here. Internet. Here's DoorDash. The guy must have been so confused when he walked up to my front porch. He already saw a Chipotle bag sitting around.
He's probably expected some like 300-pound guy to come out.
Oh my god, dude! This guy, or like some like super stone guy who like, I don't know. Or maybe I died of coronavirus and like didn't know that like multiple. I shouldn't joke about that. Okay, so this second order that I placed at 7:59 p.m., almost 2 hours after my first order, that was delivered at 8:29, apparently. And okay, so there's that one. And then this one. Oh man, there's no receipt. Oh wait. Oh, you ordered me a burrito? God dang it.
What?
I wanted a bowl.
Sorry, dude.
Oh my god. This is
Did
the
you get a
craziest
bowl?
thing. I mean, I guess I didn't specify, but
I always go burrito.
dude, it's just easier to eat a bowl, man. You know, I got my spoon right here, man. Well, whatever. I got a bowl and a burrito now. So I
Bowl
can't.
and a burrito.
Dude, I'm gonna put that burrito in the fridge, man. Eat it tomorrow. Send me a Venmo request for however much it was. But here you go. Here's the evidence.
Ryan, third attempt.
I gotta take a picture of this, man. This is good. That is good stuff, man. But the burrito's the one that's got the queso on it. Oh my god, this is so good.
I'm so jealous right now. I know I already ate my burrito, but I'm hungry again.
Oh yeah, you ate it like 6 hours ago.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. Hold on, I'm setting up a picture over here. Hey, how windy is it up there, man? You guys have been getting hit with some gnarly winds, huh?
I wouldn't know. I haven't gone outside at all.
You told me you went outside with your mask and your
Fair enough.
goggles on.
Yeah, I wasn't paying. I was so nervous when I saw the other people out there, though. Yeah, I guess it's been pretty windy. We just had a big nor'easter come through last week.
Oh my god,
Picture proof.
Dude, those Destiny over at Chipotle must have been like, what is going on with this Ryan guy? They probably did spit in the third one. Yeah. Also, why did I not get, like, is this the one that was made at like 6:30 or is this the one that was made at my second order? I don't know, man.
Hopefully you don't get sick.
Whatever. I'm going to go heat it up, though, dude, because I'm not eating no cold Chipotle. So I'll be right back.
All right. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Check that monkey picture in Ryan's background. I think you drew that in like middle school or something. I don't know. He's got a lot of funky stuff in his house. How much should I Venmo Ryan for? Right.
Yo, I went to check just to see if there was a third one that I like accidentally missed and like didn't see it, but there's not one. That would have been amazing. What happened? What happened to my other one? Destiny said on the phone, we heard it like 2 hours ago.
So when you got that $10 credit or whatever, did you place another order at that point?
When I placed my second order on DoorDash, I saw that $10 had been credited to my account, and that was just applied to this order when I placed it. Third attempt. I love it.
That's sassy. Oh,
What is this?
what?
Unbelievable.
What?
Hold on. It's really hot.
All you're doing is complaining.
No, but look, man.
Oh. Not enough food?
No, look. Okay. Can you tell what color rice that is?
White?
Okay. Can you tell what color rice that is?
Brown?
Why do you give me 2 different types of rice?
I don't know. There was a little bit of a fumble.
A fumble? You have to grab 2 different spoons from 2 different things and scoop it. Whatever. At least I
don't
went.
know, man. That after all your other Chipotle troubles tonight, that shouldn't be a huge deal.
It's not a huge deal. I just don't understand how you put white rice and brown rice. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Thank you, Matt. Send me a Venmo. Tell me how much I owe you.
I already did.
Oh, I'm sure. Cheapo Matt.
What?
Well, Matt.
I did it while you were microwaving.
You know why Matt is wearing his thing over his head right now? Because he's freezing cold because he's too cheap to turn the heat above properly. What's your heat at right now? 64?
No, 69, fucker.
Dude, really? Dang, dude. I keep mine at 72. 60.
I do turn it down to 58 at night.
Jesus. I don't know, man. I've never
I like sleeping in an ice box.
In a nice box.
Ice box. Ice.
Dude, I'm gonna like hang this Chipotle bag in like the back scene for like every video we do, and it's gonna like commemorate like this moment. Like, you know how like YouTubers like have like different like things in the background that they've acquired over the years, you know?
Dude, if you shared your address with people, they could
Dude, I could have got like a swarm of Chipotle orders whenever I want.
Yeah.
Like that guy on the college game day that holds up his like Venmo account, is like send beer money. Be like, send me Chipotle.
Do people actually send money in those situations?
That's what they say. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this rabbit food. What is this?
Did you order lettuce?
No. I mean, it's just one piece, but still. It's like that one tater tot you get when you order fries. Did you ever go to Sonic?
Yeah.
You ever heard it? Like, do you ever order tater tots? You always get like one fry. Or like if you order fries, you always get like one tater tot somehow. Oh my God. Dude, I think I'm just going to eat that burrito too.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry.
Oh, I'm so jealous.